Welcome back, everybody. This is Joe, and in the background of this video will be some Minecraft Dungeons gameplay. And I just recently bought Minecraft Dungeons, and I gotta say, the game is pretty good. The way it plays and looks just brings so much joy to me and excitement. Just the way the developers changed Minecraft and made a different game, a completely different game, from building and really doing whatever you want to this dungeon crawler bird-eye view game, almost like an RPG dungeon crawler game because of all the different weapons and armors and abilities and level up points and loot you can get throughout this game, and the fighting, and it's really fun. I'm really enjoying this, and I'd like to talk to you guys about some of the stuff that I like the most. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is the different weapons and armor you can get in the game. Right now, I forgot what I'm using. I think it's a spear. I'm pretty sure it's a spear, but that's not what the name is called. I forgot what it's called. I'm also using a crossbow at the moment right now. If you don't know, I'm playing through the second level Creeper Forest, I think it's called. This is the second level, right after the tutorial level. And I'm using Mage Rose, but before I had this Hunter's armor, but I had a hood, and it was completely different. And you'll find out later on, I get this really cool wolf armor, but it's weaker, so I don't use it at the moment, but I'm still going to keep it. But I think the new weapons and armor that are not in Minecraft, and in this game, Minecraft Dungeons, is just a breath of fresh air for the franchise, I think you'd call it, because there's this game and, well, original Minecraft everyone plays. Well, most of them plays. It's the #1 selling game in the world. But before this, I had my sword. I got a spear, but I found these daggers, which were a very fast-paced weapon where you could just, hack and slash, but you don't do a lot of damage. You just attack fast and kill enemies because you stun them. But there are some downsides to that dagger. Like what I was saying, it's fast, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. So if you're going up against a lot of enemies, it doesn't have a lot of reach or damage, which is not the best, but it can certainly get the job done, especially when you're playing with more than one person. Now, the weapon I'm using right now is not the fastest weapon, which is okay, that's the drawback, but it does some damage, and it has really good range, so I don't have to get as close as I'm getting right now. And I can stay further back and protect myself more. But I'm sort of like a running gun guy right now, so I'm just enjoying running up super close and hacking and slashing. But I think the spear and the daggers, like I was talking about, and the wolf armor I get later are really good. And probably my favorite weapons I've seen so far in the game, because we've never seen it before in Minecraft, and it's good to have different weapons in this game and not just sword, axe, hoe, shovel, and I know there's swords and axes, but I'm glad that you can get different stuff in this game than original Minecraft. I'll just call it Minecraft Bedrock Edition because that's the one I'm playing right now. And seeing all the just different types of variety in this game when it comes to armor and weapons also just switches up my playstyle, and just really helps me get into the game and play it the way I really want to play it, and not the way like in linear games. I'm not bashing linear games because I really do like them, but how you're like assigned to one weapon and that's your weapon throughout the whole game, but you can get different abilities that everyone else gets. It's fun and all, but I like having the option of choosing what weapon I want to use with what armor mixed with the abilities I want to use, because it just makes me feel more connected to the game because I'm making it my own and having a unique experience to other people and how they play the game. Now, the second thing I want to be talking about today are the abilities that you can unlock and find, and the enchantments that you can upgrade your armor, just like I'm gonna do right now. See, these are different weapons that I've found, and upgrading these weapons, which is really fun. I think that different weapons like crossbows or bows gonna have attack speed or armor piercing. My friend Cooper, Super Cooper 365, shout out to his channel. He had an axe and he could do fire damage, and I think I forgot what my spear does, but it's different than fire. And the enchantments that go into the weapons not only make it better, but make them even more unique from the other weapons, giving them different perks. Like my old armor I was using gave me 100% for the first upgrade, 100% damage back for every time someone hit me, and now the one I'm using, I think, gives me buffs for more people I hit, something around those lines. Not exactly. With the abilities I have right now, I have the firework, because it's like a rocket launcher and it really helps with big crowds. I also have this thing, the more people I kill and the most not people, but mobs I kill, the more souls I absorb, making the soul blast a bigger radius and more powerful. And my last one is a totem of regeneration. So I put the totem down, and there's an area of healing around me to where I can heal. Not a lot, as you can see right now. It's not a lot, but it's enough to keep me alive, especially when my potion is refilling and recharging. And going back to what I said with the weapons, I love having different abilities because it makes the experience so much more unique than other people's experiences. Replaying the game and playing with different weapons, armors, and abilities makes it sort of a new experience. And you can see right here, I fail really hard to get up this stairs. It's kind of funny. But going back to what I said about the abilities and helping me replay the game, because there's more stuff I need to unlock and more stuff I need to play through. Soon you'll see that I find this ham bone, I believe that it's called. And what the ham bone does is, as you'll see in a bit, it calls a dog, which is really awesome, or a wolf, to my aid for a short period of time, but it helps all the mobs that are fighting me start aggroing to the dog. So it's taking their attention away from me to another friendly mob, the wolf, attacking them. So it does damage, which is great, and it aggroes mobs to it so that I can either run away and heal with my totem of regeneration or my potions, or I can get more damage in because they're focused on the wolf for that short period of time. I really enjoyed it because it just, the way you mix and match stuff. There's a fishing rod that you can throw to somebody and it pulls them in, and then it stuns them for a couple seconds so you can get more hits on it while they're paralyzed and stunned, so you can kill them faster without them doing damage to you, which is good for the wizards and the witches that just throw stuff at you. But if you can manage to throw that fishing rod and get them and pull them closer to you, since they run away from you, can not only get them closer to you, but you stun them, so it's easier to take them down. And mixing and matching, I haven't found all the abilities, but mixing and matching these abilities really help, because it's, like I said, it just makes the experience fresh and new, and makes me enjoy the game a whole lot more, especially when you're playing with more than one person. I think you can play with 4 people, but playing with more than one person, and all of us having different armors, weapons, and even if we have the same, we have different abilities and different damage and perks that we have with those enchantments on these. Just really, the depth the developers put into this game is so amazing, and I really love it. Going off of the in-depth I was talking about, when you're enchanting, let's say you find more you find better armor, you find a better weapon, but you've already enchanted the weapon. In past games, I feel like I want to stick with that weapon because I've upgraded it and I have skill points invested in that weapon. But I really love what the developers did in this game, that if you find better armor, you can dismantle your old gear and it gives you some emeralds back, which is always great. I'm always mine some good emeralds. But it also gives you your skill points back, so you're not just blowing your skill points and then having weaker weapons per se later on, because you can only upgrade them 3 times, but you get those points back so you can invest them in more armor down the road, so you're not just limited to the, and you don't feel limited, it feels like open and more variety since you don't lose skill points when you want to do new weapons. It's really nice, but there are some things that kind of bug me about the game. Now, what I was talking about, what bugs me is, after you can go back to your main hub and your camp, there is a villager that you can buy chests from, and the chests get randomized loot, and you have to buy them with emeralds. It's 86 emeralds, something fairly cheap. It's nothing too concerning, but I am never a fan of loot boxes in games. I've never liked loot boxes in games, and it sort of spoils the experience because I want to be finding stuff out in the generated map and level. But it's also not that big of a deal because I don't see no microtransactions with the game, which is really helpful. I don't see any, you have to buy emeralds and it's a crazy amount of money, but it's pretty well priced. It's 80. I have so much emeralds right now. I have around 814, 815 almost, and it only costs around 80, 86 right now. I think it goes up the more you play, but that's fine because I don't know what else to spend emeralds on at this point, and also you're getting more back for dismantling gear. So if they don't like the loot boxes, I think they handle them well in this game, even though I feel like they shouldn't be in it, but that's just my opinion. Now, going off that, I just really wanted to get my opinion out there, get this video out there. Maybe you haven't picked up this game yet and you're thinking about it. Hopefully this video has either encouraged you or got you excited for the game if you haven't picked it up already. It came out, I think, I don't know, 20 days ago or something like that. It's a fairly new game. I hope to get a community on this game and get more gameplay of this game on my channel, because I really do love Minecraft, and I love Minecraft Engine. It's really fun. I was really excited for it, and it held up to my expectations. Not only the different abilities, enchantments, the emeralds. I love emeralds instead of using diamonds because it's great, but the combat is very fluid and very fun and very hard sometimes, like fighting boss fights. That's the boss fight I fought after this level was actually quite a challenge and pretty fun. But anyways, hopefully I've convinced people that haven't played the game to get the game, and if you have played the game, just let me know your feedback, what you think of the game. And thank you guys for watching this video. It's different from my channel, but I want to cover everything Minecraft, and this is a new Minecraft game, so enjoy the rest of your day or night, and talk to you guys in the next video. Have a good one. See you later.